Hello, this is Math 6 topic for lesson 1, understand equations and solutions. In this lesson, we will determine if a value for a variable makes an equation true. We will also identify equations and variables. We'll also use substitution to find solutions to equations. Let's look at solve and discuss a question. Unit cubes are placed on a pan balance. There are 3 cubes on one pan and 9 cubes on the other pan. What can you do to make the pans balance? So you have a pan here. A pan balance can be used to represent the relationship between two quantities. You have one weight on one side and another weight on the other side, and you're weighing them. And of course, the heavier would go down. So you can write an equation with a variable to show this relationship as well. So if we say a cube is equal to a variable x, right? So we're gonna let x be the number of cubes, okay? Then we have 3 over here. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? So of course, the right side is heavier, so it's gonna go down on the right side. So in order to make the pans balance, how many cubes do you have to add or subtract, right? So you can either add or subtract from the left or the right. So if you add, you want to balance it, right? You want the same number. So you can either add 6 to get 9 cubes on the left side, or in order to get 3 here, how many cubes do you have to get rid of? You can take away 6 cubes. So you can either add 6 or add 6 on the left side or subtract 6 on the right side to get either 3 or 9 cubes so that the pan would be balanced. The idea is that you have the same number of cubes. So if you have added 6 cubes on the right, you can say, oh, 3 plus x is equal to 9. And x, if you add 6 cubes, then you get 9. So x is equal to 6. Or if you're subtracting 9 minus x to get 3, right? If you're matching to a different number of cubes, then your x should be 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So your x is 3. So depending on if you're balancing to 3 cubes or 9 cubes, you will either add or subtract 6. Okay. Let's look at focus on math practices. Suppose that you added 10 cubes to the pan with 3 cubes and then added 4 cubes to the pan with 9 cubes. With the pans balance, okay, you added 10 with 3 cubes, okay, 3 plus 10, and then added 4 cubes to the pan with 9 cubes. With the pans balance. In other words, do they equal to each other? Well, we got 13 here and we got 13 here. So are they equal? Yes. So yes, you can say 10 plus 3 is equal to 4 plus 9. That is an equation. Okay. Let's look at the next page. Essential question, how can you determine whether a given number makes an equation true? Is the question that we're going to ask throughout the lesson. Let's look at example 1. Determine whether a value is a solution of an equation. Jordan received a $15 gift card for phone apps. He has used $4.5 of the value and wants to buy one more app to use up the balance. Which app should Jordan buy? Okay. First, how can you use a bar diagram to help write an equation? So if you are struggling to write an equation yet, that's okay. Let's try to picture it using a bar graph. You can draw a bar diagram and write an equation to show how the quantities are related. An equation, here's the definition, is a mathematical sentence that uses an equal sign, must have an equal sign to show that two expressions are equal. A solution of an equation is a value for a variable that makes the equation true. Okay. So this is a bar diagram. We have $15, right? And then at the end, he used $4.5 of the value. So he doesn't have 4.5 now. X is whatever he has left, right? We want to find X. We can find the solution of 4.5 plus X is equal to 15. Or you can do 15 minus 4.5 is equal to X, right? So you can either guess them, but if you already think that subtracting 4.5 from 15 gets you an answer, that is correct. Okay, which is going to be 10.50. The solution is 10.50. So Jordan would buy he can buy WO2 Sports app with exactly 10.50. Let's try this question together. Tracy received a $21 gift card for phone apps. She used $9 of the value and wants to buy more app from the list above to use up the balance. Complete the bar diagram and use the equation 21 equals X plus 9 to determine which app she should buy. Great. They gave us the equation. So where are we starting from? $21 gift card. So the whole bar is $21. And how much did we use? We used $9. So you don't want $9 in your balance because you used it. Okay. So the solution is, what's X? 21 minus 9 is 12. So Tracy should buy that. How much can you buy? The remote desktop app. Okay, convince me. What do you notice about the expression on the left side of an equation compared to the expression on the right side when value is substituted for the variable? How do you know which value is a solution? So how are the left side and the right side related? Okay, equation has to have the same balance. So the weight or the values have to be the same. They have to be equal to each other, whatever the variables are. So the expressions are either equal or not equal. The solution is a value that makes the expressions equal or true. Okay. Let's look at example 2. Use substitution to show no values are a solution. What if we have no solution? There might be a special case. Let's look at this example. Maya has a total of 1,190 marbles in 5 boxes. She puts an equal number of marbles in each box. Which of Maya's three friends, if any, correctly guess the number of marbles X Maya has in each box? Okay, she has 1,190 marbles. She has 5 boxes and she wants to put them in equally. So 5 times X, which is each number of marbles they have in a box, must equal to 1,190. We're going to substitute each guess for X and evaluate. We got 3 friends and they have their own guesses. 234 times 5 is 1,190. That is, wait. 234 times 5 is 1,170. Okay, which is not 1,190. What about 242 times 5? 242 times 5 is 1,210. That is not 1,190. What about 240 times 5? 240 times 5 is 1,200. That is not equal to 1,190. None of them has guessed it right. Of Maya's 3 friends, none correctly guessed the number of marbles in each box. No solution is given in the set of values. So if we have a set of values and none of them are correct, then we don't have an answer for them. So how many marbles did Maya place in each box? There are 1,190 marbles equally divided into 5 boxes. So you want to divide 1,190 by 5, which is 238. So if you multiply, just to check answers, 5 times 238 is 1,190. So she put 238 marbles in each box. Okay, so the equation may have a solution that's not given in the set of possible values, which means if you keep putting in numbers and it doesn't make sense, that is not a solution for the equation. Let's look at this try question. Anthony has a total of Y marbles and 4 boxes. He puts 13 marbles in each box and has none left over. Which of his friends, if any, correctly guessed how many marbles Anthony has in all? Use the equation y divided by 4 is 13. Substitute each guess for y and evaluate. Did any of the friends get it right? We got the total number of marbles. We got 13 marbles for each boxes, right? So Julianne guesses 48. Is 48 divided by 4, 13. It's 12, so not a solution. Okay, what about 60 marbles? 60 divided by 4 is 15. It's not 13, so not a solution. 120 divided by 4 is 30, which is not a solution either. Of Anthony's 3 friends, who guessed it correctly? None correctly guessed the number of marbles he has in all. No solution is given in the set of values. What is the correct number? Anthony has 52 marbles in all. So sometimes you have to say none of them has correct answers. That happens a lot in real life. All right, so in this lesson, to summarize our lesson, we learned that a solution of an equation is a value for the variable that makes the equation true. You can substitute values from a given set of for the variable and evaluate to see if it makes true. So that was lesson 1, understand equations and solutions. We'll continue with the next lesson in the next video. Bye.